Hello, everyone. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, making some good trades, doing a little bit of a weekend analysis here for GameStop. And let's take a look at our count, see what happened this week. Price really just kept falling. Look at that weekly candle. We had a bit of a rally at one point, but basically faded afterwards, and then we came right back down, right? So it wasn't that nice. Wasn't that nice of a trading week for GameStop. No real gains to be made as we approach that 200-day moving average as well. And let's take a look at our count. So again, being a good trader is to know when you're wrong and to admit that you're wrong. And right here, I can fully admit that this is getting excuse me, a bit too much for it to be a flat. And the price has dropped too much for a flat scenario to play out. We had a good chance with this gap down for us to bounce back up and shoot back to the 30s, and hence the flat possibility. And then we would have had a nice rejection and come back down again. But this didn't play out, right? So what do you have to do? You have to move on, and you have to move back to a new count and analyze where we are in the count. So here, I can already see that it's probably what we had. It was a shallow B wave, and we're gonna do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're gonna do an impulse down, and it looks like we're almost finished, right? So if it is almost finished, then really you are still getting near the end of a good dip buy, right? Are we gonna hit the previous buy target at $23 to $21? Is this gonna hold up? And if it is, then that's great, because then this wave 2 is gonna finish up at any moment. Excuse me, I think I just ate a yogurt and all that stuff is in my throat. And then after that, it's an impulse higher, right? Which is perfect, because we've been accumulating GameStop on this entire way down. I've been posting my dip buys like, hey guys, I'm accumulating during this pullback. This is a gift to us, right? We longed it down here and we took profits along the way, and now we're reaccumulating, reloading the gun, and we're gonna shoot it at the shorts when we start to take off. So now that we know that we're probably playing out in something like this, we are running out of room here on the RSI on the 4-hour time frame. The daily has basically reset the entire cycle. It's running out of room towards the downside too. And to the people that come into the GameStop community, like the Reddit forum, and go and like just start blasting like these posts, like calling the stock trash, and why are you even here? Like, why do you come to a community to shit talk the entire community? I don't understand that, right? And that's just really stupid, because you're adding nothing to it and you're getting everyone to hate you at the same time. So maybe they hate themselves and they want to do that, but hey, I just think it's really dumb. But anyways, this is what I see here in this count that we're in. Now there's a more bearish target too. If this was a full extension, if the C leg were to fully extend to its target, it would actually go a little bit lower than here of where I'm putting it. Oops, sorry. The target would actually come back down to like $21, basically $21 flat, and then you have a dip buy down here. So there's two levels that I'm watching right now. This previous one that we had drawn down here, and if that one doesn't hold, then you have another one down here as well. So again, we're close to the end, but could it go down more? Yeah, for sure. The RSI almost done on the 4-hour, very well overdone. The 1-hour time frame, you're in very oversold conditions. You're forming bullish divergence, which is what I like to see. So again, if it does more downside, or if it pops up right to 25 and it comes back down, then we'll know that this is probably the final impulse here in this C leg, and it's coming to an end. Unless you erase divergence, of course, then it becomes even more bearish, but I don't think that will happen. Let's take a look at our count here on the daily time frame. So I'll actually start with the weekly and we'll go back to the daily. So the weekly time frame, 17 in a -1 on the dual band strength index, with that red cross again indicating that we were going to see more downside, and it indeed played out. And again, I'm not proud to say that it played out, because I don't want to see more downside. We all want to see GameStop going up, but when the chart tells you something, you just got to read it like it is. And it's still indicating bearish. Again, this was the previous week. We don't have a new candle yet. I'll be updating you guys next week on the new candle open on the weekly time frame. The daily time frame still had some bearish numbers, 11 and a -2 on the dual band strength index. You have green money flow pulling back in here, which is also not great, but it is starting to hold up at that 200-day moving average. So it is shaping up a little bit. Your 6-hour time frame, you got a green dot. The 4-hour time frame, you also have a green dot. Confirmation of a possible low being formed here. I think we're getting a little bit oversold. We're going to be due for a short-term rally back. If it wants to do the flat scenario, then this is an extreme. Like this is an extreme of an extreme flat playing out where the B wave went super far, but then the bounce back should be even bigger. But then if that's the case, then it's going to come back down again later on. But we'll see. We'll go with the count that we have right now, the updated count. And if it wants to morph back again, then we'll adapt again. We'll give you guys updates. Let's see here. I don't have anything else. Talking about manipulation, yes, they are manipulating the stock at the moment. These yellow crosses indicate manipulation, and usually manipulation is towards the downside 90% of the time. They are pushing it down on purpose. You can see we are trying to bottom. We are trying to form bottoms. We're trying to bottom out, and they are pushing the price down further than it should be going. So they are just non-stop selling, creating short orders. I don't know what they're doing, right? I can't tell you. I'm not a big market technician. I just do analysis on the stock, so you can see they're doing some shady stuff to push it down. We do have some good news though. So I've been spewing out a lot of bad news about GameStop, but let's get over to the good news. So we'll start off with the weekly first. So again, the weekly sell signal indicated that big amounts of GameStop selling was happening here. The daily time frame and 3-day, we'll get over to those. So again, nothing new at the moment, nothing on the daily. The green crosses are not really playing out in this downtrend. Again, really work on the uptrends, and you want to switch over to the bearish signals when you're in a downtrend. The 4-hour time frame, you are seeing smart money buying and accumulating right now, and they are continuing to buy. Now it's when we get on to the 2-hour, right? They are buying even more at the lows, right? And the 1-hour time frame, also big amounts of buying coming in, supporting the price right around the $24.70 level. We'll see next week how these big buys are going to play out. I'm very interested to see if these, maybe it's me. Maybe it's me buying all the GameStop up and I'm holding up the price. And 30-minute. So this is what I like to see. This is exactly the kind of setup I love to see. Big buying coming in at the wave 2 lows, setting up for more upside. That's exactly what I want to see. And once we do break out, then that's great. We can make an impulse higher. And we can hit this downsloping trend line as resistance and test it. That's around like $50. So I'm very excited to see if this can play out. All right, so that's basically it for this week. Thank you for watching the videos again and supporting me. I'm very happy with all the feedback that everyone's giving. Again, I try to move my screen less and less, but it's just something that I do. I do move my screen when I do analysis, and yeah, I mean, we could look at the stochastics here on the 4-hour, also overdone. So maybe next week's a bounce week. We'll see. All right, have a good weekend, and catch you guys at Monday market open, or sorry, maybe Tuesday market open with a video. Peace.